Well, we're a day away from the hearing, and I've been trying to stay strong for Brian and tell myself that everything's going to be okay, but I am afraid that they're going to stop him from seeing Junior. You can't go into this with doubts, though. You've been saying it yourself, and everything you've said is true. He's incredible with Junior, and I think people will just be able to feel that. You know, think positive. I know this family court gave me a strike for a loose gate. If they're willing to do that, what are they else willing to do? And I guess I got it in my head what Joey said about my luck running out. I feel like ever since moving to this town, everything has been so good for me. My pregnancy, my relationship with Brian, I have no problems in my life. And I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Okay, but there's a difference between giving strikes. I'm sorry to cut you off, but like, I'm having a baby with Brian. We're starting a life. And for him to not be able to see Junior, how are we gonna work that out? I'm just so stressed. And I haven't been able to show it to Brian because I know how stressed he is. One thing at a time, Miranda. I think you're putting the cart before the horse. Just focus on what's in front of you. You don't think that the other shoe is gonna drop? You know, like ever since I moved here, my whole life it's been a fairy tale. And before that, you know what my life looked like. It was ridiculous. And I'm just waiting for it to go back to that. Why think like that though? Like why? I don't want to sound like I'm whining, but I still just feel like I'm Joey's baby mama. I still feel like that's my name. You know, no matter how much I achieve at work, no matter what I do with Junior, no matter what I succeed at, I still just feel like the baby mama who made the mistake of getting with Joey and ruining my life. And I feel like, I guess, everything that comes my way in terms of like bad stuff, it's my fault. Like, I'm the one that chose Joey. I should suffer those consequences, no? Okay, and I don't mean to say this to be cold, but that's no one's problem but your own. At this stage, you are far removed from Joey. You're divorced. You've been doing good. Your identity crisis is in here, and that's something you need to work on. Now, I have a baby on the way. Beautiful home. A man that loves me, who would die for me, who cried at the prenatal because he's so happy that we're having a baby. I'm having a gender reveal, a sprinkle. I'm healthy. My baby's healthy. Junior's healthy. And yet, I'm still so mad at Joey. I'm still so don't want him in my life. He still plagues me. And I feel terrible for letting that get to me. He's your ex-husband now, Miranda. He's in your past. You don't live with him. He's blocked on social media. You see him 2 days out of the week, not even now because of the restraining order. So when you allow this man to make you feel this way without even being in your life, he's controlling you. So how long are you going to let him control you? He doesn't control me. He's always controlled you. Always. Throughout your whole marriage, he's controlled you. It was a controlling, toxic marriage, Miranda. I'm sorry. But it's true. And you're still letting him control you. Come on, Junior, say hi to Brian on FaceTime. Come on, Junior.
It's alright, Miranda. I don't like talking to people through phones either.
You know how Junior is when he's playing. He gets in his own world. Speaking of being in your own world, are you okay? Tomorrow's the big day, and I know you're nervous.
You know, just trying to stay positive, that's all. Keeping my head clear. I'm good.
Well, if it makes you feel better, my lawyer printed out pictures of you and Junior. He has records of you picking him up from school. I know those are not foolproof pieces of evidence to make you look good in front of the judge, but it's something, you know?
Miranda, it's really okay. I'm good. Come what may.
No. Come what may and kick its ass.
I like that.
Yo, Chelsea. Have I told you how hype I am for tomorrow? To see my ex-wife's doofus macho cringe boyfriend lose in court and not get to see my son anymore? It's gonna be, the clouds in the skies are gonna leave and the sun is gonna shine on me. I just can't wait. I don't mean to rain on your parade, but she is having a baby with him. She pretty much looks like her new husband. Oh, that's going to be one awkward gender reveal. That's going to be one awkward baby shower because she's not going to be able to have my son and her boyfriend at the same event. And her life is going to be trash. And she should have known this going into it before getting my son around some dude who gave me a black... I don't even need to go into it. You know, Chelsea. You wanted me to work on your son's tablet, you know, that you were going to gift to him, right? Well, trying to fix it for you. Just keeps dying. What's the matter? You're not hype like me? Tomorrow's going to be a fun day. I know the hearing is tomorrow. But you promised that you would, stop talking about your ex-wife so much, and that's all we ever talk about. Our whole relationship is about your ex-wife. It's just boring to me. It's not what I got into a relationship for. Alright, sorry. I know I said I was going to stop talking about it, but, it's a big deal. Sorry. I won't talk to you about it. Yeah, my name's Joseph Riley, and I'm just trying to be connected with one of the inmates in the prison. Just like to talk to them on the phone. I've called before. Yeah, who are you trying to contact? Yeah, her name's Melissa Cartwright. I should be put on some list by now. I've called a few times. We've spoken to each other a few times already. Yeah, it's funny you say that. Because that inmate actually broke out this morning. The police have been telling people to be on alert. Broke out? You mean she busted out of prison? Are you allowed to tell me something like that? You're gonna do good today, Brian. I feel like this verdict is gonna go in our favor. You're gonna be allowed to see Junior, and then we're gonna focus on our gender reveal and forget about all this drama. Miranda, but it just bothers me that you had to take off a day of work for this. And it also bothers me that you're not focusing on your pregnancy because of this crap. But I believe you. I really do think, I think the outcome will be good. Just can't wait to see Junior again. I love you, Brian. I love you more, Miranda. Thank you for being supportive. Okay, Joseph Riley, please state your case as to why you believe Brian Montgomery is a danger to your son and should not be allowed near your son in this custody agreement. Good afternoon, Your Honor. It's great to see you again. I don't have much to say. I'm not someone that likes to talk trash about other people, but I think this man's record speaks for itself. Breaking restraining orders, getting into fights with me, who knows what else. I just get this vibe that he's not the man he tries to portray, even though the man he tries to portray is super cringe. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, and I worry about my son's safety. I think anyone would worry about their child's safety with the record that he has. So that is why I do not want him around my son. I don't want him part of the custody agreement. And if my mom has to fight for non-custodial visitation rights, I think this man and his track record should be barred from seeing my son. I worry about my ex-wife's safety as well. So that's all I have to say today. Thank you for your time, Your Honor. Joseph, in your custody agreement, you have been given 2 strikes by the family court for misconduct, correct? Yes, but those 2 strikes are questionable, as to why I got them. I don't believe that I should have them to begin with. That is all, Joseph. Miranda Riley, please state your case as to why you believe your ex-husband's allegations are false and why your current boyfriend, Brian Montgomery, should be allowed near your son in this custody agreement. Good afternoon, Your Honor. I come before you today to request my boyfriend to have the ability to be around my son, not be barred from seeing him in this custody agreement, because he has been nothing but a godsend around my son. I trust him with my whole heart. He's not dangerous. He's very caring, and I wouldn't have put him on my son's pickup list at school if I didn't think so. I wouldn't be having a baby with him if I didn't think so. Everything that my ex-husband is presenting today, it's to just make my life hard. Their lies, their fabrications, their exaggerations, and I love Brian, and he's a good stepfather to my son, and I want him to continue to be in my son's life. That's all I can say today.
Okay, Miranda, you've currently been given 1 strike by the family court for misconduct, correct?
Yes.
You also have a restraining order enacted by your ex-husband's girlfriend, Chelsea, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Miranda. That is all. Brian Montgomery, please state your case as to why you should be awarded stepfather provisions in this custody agreement. Good afternoon, Your Honor. It's nice to see you. Today I request the ability to be around my girlfriend's son. Everything that has been presented today to make me look bad is false. I care about this kid with my whole heart. And to put things in perspective, the only way that I know I can, I was told I was infertile for the longest time. And then my girlfriend got pregnant. And I was over the moon. But as I got that news, I had already bonded with her son, picking him up from school, playing games with him, being in his life and him being in my life. I had this thought that if something happened to Miranda's pregnancy, at least I still had him. And I mean that. I can't stand here and try to convince you to believe that I'm a good man to him, but I do care about him and I would never hurt him, and the mistakes that I've made are my own, and I would never bring anything around him that I would think would be dangerous or anything along those lines. Thank you for your time today, Your Honor. Now I have you on record breaking that restraining order. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Mr. Montgomery, may I ask why you broke that restraining order? I regretfully broke that restraining order because I believed that something was going to happen at the supervised visit at her ex-husband's house, and I didn't trust her ex-husband. So I parked my car across the street. Wasn't in the best interest of the custody case, and I just wanted to make sure Junior was safe. I was afraid, and I shouldn't have acted on my emotions, and I regret them. Okay? The court will go on recess, and you will have the determination after the recess. Thank you.
Yeah, you should have seen me on the stand, Chelsea. I was like, I don't know, Ice-T from Law and Order. I felt like a lawyer, actually, the way I was talking to the judge. This is going to be one of those episodes where I feel like down the line when it airs, all the comments, they're going to be like, Joey was right. Joey redeemed himself, and I'm on Joey's side. Like, I just feel that. Like, I feel like the speech I gave in court won all my haters over.
Okay, everyone, welcome back to the courtroom. Hope you enjoyed the recess. I have made my conclusion today based off of the cases and evidence presented. In the case of Brian Montgomery and Junior Riley, I am hereby awarding Brian Montgomery full stepfather provisions in this custody agreement with no expiration date. That decision is final. Thanks.
Son of a bitch! I'm sorry, Your Honor. Oh my God, yes! Oh my God, yes! Oh my God. Ryan, celebrate the news. I made chicken cut.
Chelsea, what are you doing?
Just trying to fix your son's tablet. That's all. You're not even gonna try to comfort. You know what? Thank you for trying to do that. It's midnight. Should probably get some sleep. So I'm going to bed. I don't want to date him anymore. I tried to be a good girlfriend.